Over orientation is locked. Ooh, I cannot flip that over. Just go ahead and put that right there. Okay. Well, I kind of wanted new. Kind of wanted to put the camera like that. Hold on, wait. Do we even have this mic on? Hold on. Oh, we're in shambles over here. Okay, hold on. That's I have to edit out the whole front. Okay, hold on. This there. What if we tilt this over like this? Hello, everybody. Well, welcome to this very chill Sunday stream. Just gonna go ahead and just set up here, so that we can talk about these Black Friday deals that are going on. We got this, we got that. Can you guys hear me all right? I don't really stream too much. Hold on. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Hold on, we're working on this. Trying to figure this out. Hold on, let me just get this chat up. Is this mic on? Hold on, let me just get this chat up. All right. Is this mic on? All right, that's good. We can mute that. Okay, chat. What do you mean this chat is disabled for this live stream? Hold on. Made for kit. No, this isn't made for kit. What the heck? I can't curse on this. Hold on. We're like public, made for kids. No, it's not made for kids. Save that. Okay, and if we open this. Okay, there we go. We got the chat. We got the chat open. Okay, I think we're good now. Let me just move this over here. I'm just trying to do like a very minimal, very janky setup. Basically, I just want to talk to you guys, answer any questions that you might have about these Black Friday deals. It's 2024. Right now is definitely a solid time to pick up the 1000 XM-4s. I mean, those guys are on sale right now. What are they going for? Let's see. 1000 XM-4s are on sale for 198. Not bad at all. One of the things that I like about the 1000 XM-4s is that they do have the atmospheric pressure sensor in them, so they definitely do block out more noise in an airplane than, let's say, like the Bose QC Ultras. Now, let me see if I can actually add that video in here. See if we can add some traction to that video, just because it doesn't get too much traction, even though it's a real-world test in an airplane. Hold on. Nope, that's not it. Bose QC Ultra. Here it is. This one should. This is the one that we need. Hold on. Boom. Okay, and if I add them to the chat, there you go. So there's that video. JBL Extreme 3 for 176. Okay, so with the JBL Extreme 3 for 176, it's still a solid speaker. However, with the Extreme 4, well, let me see. The Extreme 4 has its pros and cons. One of the biggest pros about the Extreme 4 is that removable battery. Now, JBL didn't make that battery like super easy to remove like they did on the party boxes, the 320 and the 120, because they wanted to keep that IP67 rating. So if you make it super easy to remove the battery, then it wouldn't be as waterproof as the Extreme 3. However, with the removable battery on the Extreme 4, that's going to give you a much longer longevity of the product, Because let's say you buy the Extreme 4 today, and in 3-4 years, the battery, it just doesn't perform as well. Instead of having to drop another $350 or $400 on a mid-size speaker, you can just go and you can buy a new battery, and your Extreme 4 is gonna work. The battery is gonna be just as good as new. Now, a battery for the Extreme 4 is the same battery that goes into the PartyBox 320. So that battery, it's actually released now. How much is that battery going for? Okay, so if the JBL battery 400 is $100. So let's say in like 4 years, your speaker battery doesn't work as well. Instead of having to buy a new speaker, you just buy a new battery, you're good to go. Or even better, you're gonna go camping, you take your Extreme 4 on the go with you, and you're gonna be away from a power outlet. And let's just say you don't have an electric car, which I can go on a whole other rant about that. You just swap out the batteries. No, it's not going to be like as easy to swap out the battery as like with the PartyBox 320 or 120, but you just got an Allen wrench and you're in there and you're good to go. However, the issue that I'm noticing right now with JBL's newer speakers, the ones that are using Auracast, it's not as good as Party Boost. Let's say, for example, yesterday is actually a good example. Yesterday we had a Friendsgiving at the house, and I actually had like a pretty sick karaoke setup. Had the TV, and in my living room, my main TV right now is a Bravia 8, and that TV, it can output sound through the home theater system, and it can also output sound through a Bluetooth device at the same time, and latency is like a quarter of a second, so it's not really noticeable. And so I had my party box connected to the TV plus the home theater system. The system was bumping, and we had the wireless mics going, so it was a good time. But when I decided to go, hey, I'm gonna connect the party box, the JBL party lights. As soon as I turned on Auracast, the freaking latency just like kicked up to like 2 seconds. So like now we started to have an echo. So with the Extreme 4, it's a good option to consider right now because you can swap out the battery without any issues. However, Auracast is a pain in the butt. It's not as good as Party Boost. With Party Boost, you just go, you turn it on. Latency is not an issue. It's gonna work like 99% of the time. With Auracast, it just, latency is an issue. Things can get out of sync. It's kind of like not early, but like Sony's, not TWS, Sony, the one before, was it called True Wireless Sync? Because Sony's current speaker pairing protocol, the party, I don't know, I just have like, I'm a little hungover. But Sony's new speaker pairing protocol is a lot more solid than Auracast, and Party Boost is just way better than Auracast. So if you want to get an Extreme 3 at 176 today, yeah, it's good, and definitely pick up some more Party Boost speakers while you can, because if you want to like sync multiple speakers together, because Auracast, even though it's nice, the latency is a pain in the butt. But I mean, like the Extreme 3 is still a solid speaker. Sony Ultwear is on sale. Listen, man, Sony Ultwear is pretty legit. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and actually put that video in the chat so we can put this. Hold on. Sony Ultwear. So with the Sony Ultwear, very comfortable. The only thing is they don't have as much bass as the XB910Ns. I don't know, the XB910Ns can just rattle your head a little bit more. It's a lot more, it's more fun, but all of that bass can get old after a while. But I mean, like if you're a bass head and you want that bass, you might want to go for the XB910N, but the Ultwears, just as like a complete package, they're solid. I mean, the products right now that I would definitely consider picking up on this Black Friday. Sony Ultrawear is one of them. What are they going for? Hold on. Sony Ultrawear. All right. Sony Ultrawear are going for 148, and this is this the first Black Friday with them? Yeah, they came out in December. So yeah, they came out in June. I had a thing happen in June. So that's why that video got delayed a little bit. Okay, so for 148, this is the lowest price for them so far. And you know, the thing about the Ultrawear, I really like them because they don't have that same Sony 1000 XM5 design. Um, I really like the Sony 1000 XM5s, but the problem with the Sony 1000 XM5s is their head. First of all, their headband is very thin, so it can create a pressure point on your head after a while. But also, since they have that lay flat design, their case is very big. It's actually, let me actually just grab that right here. That's actually why I did it. Why I'm live streaming here on the table. So like with this case, it's pretty big. Now, these headphones, they block out a lot of noise, and like I mentioned earlier, thanks to the atmospheric pressure sensor in them, when you're in an airplane, these things are pretty undefeated. I do have that video up in the chat right now. I mean, like, you compare it to the Bose QC Ultras, Bose QCs, AirPod Max, Sennheisers. These things will block out more noise thanks to the atmospheric pressure sensor. However, this case is pretty big, and I do feel that these are a pain in the butt to fly with. Whereas with the Ultrawear, I was worried that when Sony was starting to release this new design language, I thought all of their headphones were going to start moving in this design language, and I got worried. But then when Sony released the Ultrawears, and I saw that they went back to a fully collapsible design, you see this case is much smaller. And these ear cups, they're a lot more spacious than the ear cups on the XM5s. Specifically, they go in a lot deeper. So these are going to be able to accommodate larger ears than with the 1000 XM5s. Because with these are a lot more shallow. Here, let me just show you. These a lot more shallow by comparison. So if your ears stick out a little bit, they can get pushed in, so that can get a little annoying. However, like I mentioned earlier, these have those atmospheric pressure sensors in them. Well, it's only one, but it has that atmospheric pressure sensor, so it's gonna block out a lot more noise at cruising altitude. Whereas with these, they don't have the atmospheric pressure sensor, so they're not going to perform as well while flying. They're still going to block out noise, but these are a pair of a mid-tier ANC headphones. So, you know, they're going to block out more noise than the Watcha 720Ns, which I actually have back there. I use them as earmuffs when I'm getting sound test for like the big soundbar videos that we've been releasing recently. But these are going to block out less noise than the 1000 XM4s. So this actually might be something that you might want to consider if you're trying to consider the Ultrawear right now. Right now, the Ultrawears are going for 148, but the XM4s are going for 200, and the XM4s usually retail for 350. So with the XM4s, these have a small case, very similar to the Ultrawear, which is great for flying. The Ultrawears also have a similar, the XM4s have a similar design to the Ultrawears, but these ear cups aren't as spacious. The ear cups on the Ultrawears, they're a little bit more roomy, specifically they're deeper, but these, they still have the atmospheric pressure sensor in them like the XM5s. So when you're flying, these are going to block out a lot more noise than the Ultrawear. And I know some people are probably going to say that this is cap, oh, a Sony fanboy. You know, depending on what video you're watching, I'm a fanboy for that product, whatever. But again, if you watch that first video, that first link in the chat, the XM4s at cruising altitude will block out more noise than the Bose QC Ultras and the Bose QCs and the Sennheiser Momentum 4s and the AirPod Max at cruising altitude when you go through the calibration process. So the XM4s in 2024, we're going into 2025, are still a solid pickup. And right now for $200, you know, these are not bad at all. So, but the thing about these is that they don't have the bass that you get with the Ultware. Now, that bass is that on the Ultware is a lot of fun, especially when you're watching movies. You know, if you're going to be flying with your headphones and you got the bass going, then you might not even notice the engine noise in the back. But or if you're going to just watch a movie at home and you want to crank up the bass, you know, it adds an extra sense of immersion. But yeah, these are not going to block out as much noise as the XM4s. But something that these do have that are a lot better than on the XM4s is the microphone. So if you're somebody that works from home and you got to take phone calls with your headphones, these are going to be a lot better than the XM4s. I don't know why Sony, you know, has such big issues with the microphones on some of their products, but the mic on the XM4, not good. But the mic on the Ultware and the mic on the 1000 XM5s are really good. Actually, the microphone on the 1000 XM5s is actually one of the best ones out there, besides, let's say, the AirPods 4 or the AirPod Pro 2s, because Apple is like laser focused when it comes to their microphones on their earbuds, because they know there's a formula when it comes to earbuds. You want your case to be as small as possible, you want good battery life, and you want a good sounding microphone for your phone calls, and you know everything else comes later. You know, like they sound good enough, you know, like they sound good, but they're not. You're not gonna get like that audiophile sound, if you know what I mean. Where but they have like a small case. They're easy to use. Great microphone. I mean, like Apple has that formula locked down. All right, Party Box 720 and Encore on sale. I'm actually. Oh wait, what is your wish list for the Sony 1000 XM6? Okay, so let's just go ahead and answer this 1000 XM6 video question. Now, 2 weeks ago, because like you know it's Black Friday season, it's Techtober, it's you know it's November where you gotta like crank out as much content as possible. So we've been very busy with like the sound with the soundbar videos, and personally I like doing these soundbar videos because soundbar videos they're a lot harder to make, they're rarer, they're not as easy to make as like these headphones or earbud videos. But when I saw that on the Reddit, people were freaking out that they were saying that the new software update was messing up the ANC on their 1000 XM5s and 1000 XM4s. Hold on, let me just put that in the chat. Hold on, there you go. There's that video. Okay, so there's that video. You know, people were saying, oh, Sony is degrading the performance on their headphones because they got the 1000 XM6s got leaked. Now, I did my testing. I actually think the ANC on the 1000 XM4s was improved a little bit, and the ANC on the 1000 XM5s, it was changed a little bit. But either way, both of them were improved. It wasn't like a forced downgrade like Bose did a few years back when the Bose NC700s were coming out. But with the 1000 XM6s, for me, what I would like to see, and from the leaks, it's not gonna happen. But you know, I already talked about the 1000 XM5s. It's their design. Like, I want them to go back to a fully collapsible design like they have with the Ultwares and like they have with the XM4s, because that's going to give you the smaller case. Like, I can't stress this enough. Like, this is a lot easier to fly with. you know, if you have like a very cramped backpack, because like when I fly, I try to like, you know, my backpack, there's a lot of stuff in there. So if I have to lug around this case, or if I have to lug around this case, you know, like I don't want to do that. Lug around. I want to take something. Hold on. I got like a Mary Poppins desk right now. You know, like I want to carry something around like this, a small, compact, thin, and Sony gives you that with the Ultwear, and they give it to you with the XM4s. So like what I would actually want for the XM6s is I want the XM5 performance in the XM4 body. That's all I want. But we've already got the leaks, and it looks like Sony's going to keep the 1000 XM5 design. So if we have to go from like a pure tech spec upgrade, what do we need? In the XM5s, they need more bass. If the XM5s are able to have as much bass as, like, let's say the Ultwear, that'd be cool. And the XM5s, they also need, it's not that they need, because Sony's headphones already have above average battery life when compared to like other headphones, especially Bose. I don't know why Bose struggles so much when it comes to their battery life. But if Sony is able to cram in a larger battery on the XM5s, that'd be cool. And what else do we need? And you know, just better active noise cancellation, even though the XM5s are top tier right now. They block out more noise than the Bose QC Ultras, and more noise more noise than the Sonos Ace, and more importantly, they do it without having too much cabin pressure. Because there are some headphones out there, like when the AirPod Max first came out, they were top tier for a long time, but I didn't like them because they had a lot of cabin pressure. I mean, like they had as much cabin pressure as the Bose QC35s when those came out in like what, 2018. So if you're trying to fly with your ANC headphones and then you just got like this splitting headache, you're not gonna want to use them. So there's a balance when it comes to active noise cancellation. You want to block out as much noise, but with as little cabin pressure. So that's that's what we're probably gonna get with the XM6s. We're probably gonna get better battery life, more better active noise cancellation. Specifically, just block out a little bit more noise, but keep the same cabin pressure, or maybe even less, even though they already have very little cabin pressure. And even though the 1000 XM5s are like pretty top tier right now when it comes to their microphone, because it sounds good and it blocks out a lot of noise pollution, if Sony can continue to improve the microphone on the 1000 XM6s, that's good. But for the 1000 XM7s, you know, we need a different body. I mean, the 1000 XM5s, they're just too big. They're just too big because of their lay flat design, and their ear cups are just a little too shallow. I think if Sony is able to make a more premium version of the Ultwear for their 1000 XM7s, that's gonna be that's what we want. Because like with the Ultwears, these ear cups are deeper. This headband is a little thicker, so it doesn't create a hot spot. And more importantly, these headphones actually collapse, so their case is going to be smaller. But like I said, we're not going to get that with the XM6s because the body's already been leaked. All right, so found your channel in 2020. A few days ago, I was watching a few videos from back then, and it's good to see you grow. Well, thank you for watching, man. You know, I enjoy making the videos. Right now, I don't know if you've noticed, but like, you know, I'm trying to move more into like home theater stuff, because I like home theaters. I love watching movies, but you know, home theater equipment, it's a lot harder to make those types of videos. You need more space, and it's also a lot more expensive. You know, like because like the Sonos Arc Ultra, you know, that's $1,000 soundbar right there. Plus, you know, I always like to compare stuff with their previous generation, so that, you know, like not only can you get a sense of what this product is, you can also get a sense of what are the upgrades, and if you already have the new one, should you upgrade. with the Arc Ultra. Yeah, it sounds more spacious than the Arc, but you know, I think Sonos is still being Sonos, and they're still a little hard headed. But no, no, yeah. In general, we do want to move more into like more home theater stuff, more sound bars. We're actually going to start working on the Bravia 8 video. You know, like try to make not a simple video, but like a video of what is it, what's the difference between the Sony X90L, which is the TV that I was using for like the last year and a half in my living room, and then we upgraded to the Bravia 8 and whatnot. Kind of wish I got the Bravia 9, just because of the mini LED, but I just couldn't. But yeah, no, I'm glad that you've been watching, and you know, we're just trying to evolve and grow and whatnot. All right, so are you gonna review the Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro? Well, like I said, right now, you know, there's only so much that we can do. Um, you know, we can't cover everything. Right now we're trying to like move in the direction of like home theater stuff, but like we'll try to squeeze in earbuds here and there. But we did cover the Liberty 4 NCs, I believe. Yeah, we did. I mean, I actually have them here in my drawer. Hold on. This desk is just covered. It's just like I got everything in this desk. I mean, we do have those right there. Yeah. So, JBL Party Box 710 and Encore. Now, CES is going to be happening in a few weeks. I'm trying to see if we can get sponsored to go out there. That's in the works. We'll see. I would not be surprised if JBL announces the Party Box 720. Hold on. Let's not click on that. I actually wouldn't be surprised if JBL announces the Party Box 720 in the next couple of weeks. You know, we covered the Party Box Ultimate. Party Box Ultimate, that thing is sick, but that's gonna be more for like commercial use. Like if you have a restaurant, or if you're like just a baller and like you got like a big deck, and you need, you know, your sound system for that outside deck, sure, awesome setup. But it is overkill. And how much is the Party Box going for again? You know, I just want to be right. Hold on. 20. Because like Party Box Ultimate is it's almost like $2,000. It's like, okay. Whoa. Hold on. Party Box Ultimate is on sale for $1,000? Okay, so the Party Box Ultimate has a retail price of $1,700, and then like plus taxes and shipping, it comes out to almost $2,000. But right now it's on sale for $1,000. Okay, at that price, it's a very sick get for whatever man cave you might have. However, it is big. Like it's a hassle to move around. You're gonna need two people to take it upstairs. It weighs almost 100 pounds, I think. Let me see. Let me see. General. Okay, so it weighs 87 pounds. Now, yeah, you can carry 87 pounds easy, and you can carry 87 pounds up a flight of stairs easy. However, it is just so large, and you know, like I don't want to damage my house when I'm moving that thing around. So like it's a two-man job. But but at $1,000, it's definitely worth considering. But I wouldn't be surprised if JBL announces the Party Box 720 at CES. And with the Party Box 720, it's pretty, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we get like that redesigned. You know, we got the, well, like, no, actually, the Party Box 720 already has the dual LED ring conjoined light setup. Well, with the Party Box 720, they're probably going to move over to Auracast, which, if you missed the beginning of the stream, Auracast, it's not as good as Party Boost. I'm growing I'm starting to miss Party Boost over Auracast, because like with Auracast, it just doesn't work as seamless. Like things stutter, things get out of sync. Sometimes you got to go through the parent process multiple times. Party Boost is just, it's better than Auracast. Um, and I doubt that they'll be adding a battery into the Party Box 720, just because it's too big. It's too big. You can't do it. It's a speaker that you have to use while it's plugged in. But how much is the 710 going for? How much is the 710 going for? Because if the Ultimate is on sale, holy crap. Okay, so the 710 is on sale for $540. The Ultimate is on sale for $1,000. And then the 320, how much is the 320 on sale for? Hold on. Okay. The 320 is on sale for, oh yeah, and they have a new white one too, which actually looks pretty sick. And the 320 is on sale for $400. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just add some of these into the chat. Okay, hold on. So, with the, okay, there's a link for the Party Box 320. So the Party Box 710 is on sale for $540. The 320 is on sale for $400, and the Ultimate is on sale for $1,000. Now, with the Party Box 710, obviously, it's gonna get louder, it's gonna have more bass than the 320. However, with the 710, it doesn't have that built-in battery, so you can't just take it on the go as easily as you can with the 320. Now, with the 710, this speaker weighs in, I think it's like 60 pounds. Let me just. So yeah, with the 710, the speaker weighs in at 61 pounds. Again, I feel it's gonna be like a two-man job if you're trying to like move it around the house, go up and down stairs without scratching your walls. Whereas with the 320, you can easily move it around by yourself up and down stairs and whatever. So if you want more sound but less portability, 710 is the way to go. If you want that better portability, 320 is the way to go. Plus, you can swap out the batteries if you want, and those batteries are now on sale by themselves, and you can get each battery is $100. So you can just swap them out. And unlike the Extreme 4, the battery in the Party Box 320 and 120, those are meant to swap out quickly and easily. However, with the 710, I wouldn't, well, I actually got to double check that, but actually with the Party Box 710, you can connect it to JBL's new 320 and 120 using Auracast. However, like I mentioned already, Auracast just isn't as, oh no wait, but Party Boxes don't have TWS. I mean, the Auracast, Party Boxes don't have Party Boost, they use TWS. So, but regardless, Auracast isn't as stable as TWS. However, if you were to get, like a Party Box 320, you should be able to still pair it up to your 710. And then there's the Ultimate, which again, it is sick. But regardless, I do think we're gonna see a 720 pretty soon. What upgrades is it gonna have? I think it's gonna be mostly cosmetic. Maybe they'll improve. Maybe what the 720 needs, it's going to be a pair of mid-range drivers like the Ultimate has. Because with the Ultimate, you have your two main woofers on the front. Those are, the easy ones that you can see. But then it also has a pair of mid-range drivers, and it has a pair of tweeters. So that's what helps the Ultimate sound a lot more open than JBL's other Party Boxes, because JBL's other Party Boxes, You got those two main woofers, and then plus you got those two tweeters on the top. But with the 720, if JBL goes and they add a pair of mid-range drivers, that's what's going to help the 720 sound more open. So with the 720, we're probably just going to get cosmetic and maybe a new pair of mid-range drivers. All right. And the Encore. I think the Encore is due for an upgrade as well. But I don't know. I just kind of feel that if you're going to get an Encore, might as well just spring for whatever Party Box 100 series there is. Like for example, like when the Encore came out, I said, you know, it's good, but I would rather just spend the extra $50 or $100 to upgrade to the 110 or the 120. So we're gonna have to see what the Encore brings, but it's probably gonna be the same thing. It's like it's a good option, but if you can't just spring for the 120 or 110, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Suspicious that they only put their older party boxes on sale. What do you think about that? Well, I don't know. We've been talking about the party boxes for a while now. I mean, like Party Box 320 has a retail price of $600, currently on sale for $400. Party Box Ultimate, which is like I didn't even know this, has a retail price of $1,700, on sale for $1,000. What's the 110 going for? 110 is probably going for like $350. Okay, let's see. The 110 is on sale. Oh, it's not 350, it's 300. So the 110 has a retail price of $400, on sale for $300. So, you know, JBL is doing a really good job of putting their newer party boxes on sale. And the Party Box 320 and Party Box 120, big upgrades over the 310 and 110. Thanks to those swappable batteries, it's great. You can keep the party going, but it's also going to help extend the longevity of your speaker. And these speakers, they do sound better than their predecessors. The only thing is Auracast, but you can connect your 120 or 320 to your 310 or 110. You just gotta upgrade your 110 or 310 to the latest firmware. The only thing is you're gonna have to use your phone to get them to work. You can't just like push the Auracast button and the TWS button on your speakers. You're gonna have to get your phone involved, which it's a compromise. It would be sick if you can just go Auracast and TWS and you're good to go, but I don't know. I just feel that JBL, I don't know, I'm just not liking Auracast. It's not as stable. I just think JBL should just go, I don't know, I know a lot of people are going to be mad, but like if JBL just makes, because Party Boost is more stable than Auracast. If JBL makes their own speaker pairing protocol where you can just pair your box speakers and your smaller, like Extreme 4s or Boombox 3s together like Sony does, because you can pair Sony's old Tower 10, their XV900, XV800. You can pair all of those speakers to the old 7, which is sick by the way, or like to their XG500. They can all get paired up. JBL needs that. And by the way, what is the? I know the old 7 is on sale as well. Hold on, what's the old 7 at? I mean, like seriously, we need to get a lot more love going to the Sony old 7, and that thing is pretty sick as well. All right, so old 7 is on sale for $350. No, it's not gonna get as loud as, let's say, the Party Box 120. However, the old 7 is much smaller and a lot more portable. So like if you're thinking about getting an Encore, just get an old 7. Because the old 7 also has that 1/4 inch input, so you can plug in a microphone if you want. And the old 7 is going to sound a lot better as well. And I think it's loud and has good instrument separation, good bass. What is the Encore on sale for? But I wouldn't be surprised if the Encore gets an update at CES as well. It's probably going to have a different design to it. Will it have a removable battery? Probably, if the Encore's on sale for $200. The PartyBox Encore is probably going to have a built-in battery. Wouldn't be surprised if it has the same built-in battery as the PartyBox 120, the smaller one. So, yeah. Okay. So you're looking for a Christmas present and you're thinking about getting the Harman Kardon Fly ANC. I've never used the Harman Kardon Fly. Harman. But let's see. Okay, well here it says that they're sold out. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you guys know that I love my JBL speakers, especially the party boxes as well. But JBL's headphones, not so much. And JBL is a sub-brand of Harman. That's why these Harman Kardon Fly ANCs, they look so similar to JBL's other headphones. If you're looking at the Harman Kardon Fly ANCs and you've got a price range of around $100, I would honestly try to spring for the extra $50. Get yourself a pair of Sony Ultwares. These things block out a good amount of noise. They're mid-tier, so they're gonna block out a mid-tier amount of noise. Very comfortable, small case, great battery life. So yeah, don't go for the Harman, go for the Sony Ultwares. Okay, so here they're asking, Delta's asking, what JBL portable speaker do you think will be refreshed next with CES 2025? Already, we've already been talking about that for a while. The PartyBox 720, I think, is going to come out. The probably a PartyBox Encore. Who is next when it comes to JBL's smaller speakers? We recently had the Extreme 4 come out. We've got the Flip 6. The Extreme 4 came out. The Clip 5 came out. The Go 4. JBL is probably gonna update the Charge 5 next. So we're probably gonna go into the Charge 6. With the Charge 6, I highly doubt that they're gonna have a removable battery, just because it's so small. And like I mentioned earlier, the removable battery on the Extreme 4 is basically there to help you extend the longevity of your product, of your investment, instead of being able to like quickly and easily swap out the battery like you do with the party boxes. But I mean, like if you have an Allen wrench, you'll be able to do it. But with the Charge 6, they're probably gonna not be able to swap out the battery, but you're probably gonna get Auracast. As for speaker setup, like the Charge 5, it has the woofer and the tweeter setup plus those passive radiators. I think it's gonna be more like it's gonna be a very small upgrade for the Charge 6. It's probably just gonna add Auracast. Because like when we went from the Charge 5 to the Charge 6, that was just, that was a big upgrade, because like the Charge 5 had a single woofer on the front, it didn't have the best instrument separation compared to the Charge 5. No, I'm sorry, when we went from the Charge 4 to the Charge 5. But like now we're going from the Charge 5 to the Charge 6. It's probably going to be a small upgrade, just Auracast, and if we get a better battery life, that'd be nice. Even though the Charge 5, it has a 20-hour battery life, real-world use is more like 10 or 12, you know, like at 80% volume. Because like these battery life metrics, when these companies put them out, it's usually at around like 50% volume. But like, you know, if you're with friends or whatnot, or if you're cleaning the house, you're probably going to use it at 80%. And if you use it at max volume, that's when your battery life just really like drops down real quick, because like that battery has to put a lot more power. But Charge 6 is probably going to be announced at CES 2025. It's probably going to be a minor upgrade. Just Auracast. There, let's see. Okay, so I'm confused between the XM4 Ultwear and XM5. I just need the most comfortable ANC. That's the matter. All right, so it'd be great if YouTube would actually suggest content, because the majority of my videos on YouTube, it comes through search. Like 70% of my traffic comes from search. When it comes to like browser or getting recommended, not as well. But I actually have this exact video for you. So hold on, Sony Ultwear. So this video here, it actually compares the Watcha 720N, Ultwear, XM4s, and XM5s for you. So this is the exact video that you need. It'd be great if YouTube would actually suggest it. All right, so you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, but I've already gone through like a whole rant between the Ultwear XM4 and XM5. Ultwears, these are mid-tier, they block out a mid-tier amount of noise. XM5s, these right now, these are top tier when it comes to blocking out noise. And thanks to their atmospheric pressure sensor, you're going to block out more noise at cruising altitude than the Bose QC Ultra, AirPod Max, and Sennheiser Momentum 4s. That's been tested while in an airplane. Go watch that video. It's in the chat. But the thing about the XM5s is that their ear cups are a little shallow and this headband is a little thin. And due to their lay flat design, their case is a little big. So if you want the most comfortable headphones and you want to block out the most amount of noise right now, and you know what, I'm gonna put this in the chat right now as well. Hold on. Because like here I am getting a little mad because people are not taking advantage of this actually pretty sick deal. I would actually go and get the XM4s right now. With the XM4s, these block out a little bit less noise than the XM5s, as to be expected. But more importantly, these also have that atmospheric pressure sensor that the XM5s have. So these are going to block out more noise while at cruising altitude, if you plan on flying a lot, than the Bose QC Ultras, Bose QCs, AirPod Max, Sennheiser Momentum 4s. I still haven't tested them. I haven't been able to do this test with the Sonos Ace, but I wouldn't be surprised if Sony's headphones are able to outperform the Sonos Ace at cruising altitude, because they outperform them while at ground level. But with the XM4s, these are more comfortable than the XM5s because their ear cups are more spacious. They're a little deeper. They're not as spacious or as deep as the ear cups on the Ultwear, but these are a good medium between the Ultwear, which are super spacious, and the XM5s, which are more shallow. The XM4s have a thicker headband, so hotspots aren't as big an issue. But more importantly, these have a collapsible design, so they have a smaller case than the XM5s. Because here's the XM5's case again. XM5s block out a lot of noise, great headphones. The thing is, this lay flat design just doesn't translate well if you're flying, because like this is just going to take up more space in your carry-on, in your backpack, compared to the XM4s, compared to the Ultwears, compared to the, hold on, I got a magic desk over here, compared to Bose's case, because these are all collapsible. So if you want comfort, if you want ANC, if you want that good balance, I would actually go with the XM4s. And the XM4s right now are on sale for a little, like, what is it, 198. Not bad at all. What are the XM5s at? So the XM5s are on sale for 298. So I think that the XM4s would be a better buy if you want comfort and ANC. And we also put out a video recently that shows the firmware updates for both the XM4s and XM5s. People were worried that the performance was degraded, but I didn't see that. I actually saw an overall improvement. So yeah, I would pick up the XM4s if you're looking for that. But with the Sony Ultrawares, they're more affordable and they have a lot more bass, which is fun. And with the XM5s, those are top tier if you want to block out the most amount of noise. You just got to put up with that larger case. My voice is low. Well, I'm speaking softly because you know, we had a Friendsgiving yesterday, so I'm a little tired. Not hungover, just a little tired. A lot of yelling, a lot of karaoke. So yeah. Can you advise on smartphones? Not really. I don't know. It's just with smartphones, it's harder to get those products. You know, like those parts are more expensive. You know, if you're going in and you're like buying everything, you know, smartphones are just more expensive to get. So you know, not really gonna be doing a lot of smartphones. We're trying to move into home theaters. You know, like I'm a film buff, and you know, we're trying to move into home theaters. So we'll see how that goes. How does the PartyBox 310 and a 110 sound together? So if you've got them in sync, either with TWS or you've got that the the audio cable connected between the two of them, they're going to play in sync. They're not going to play in stereo mode. But the important thing is that when you have the 310 and 110, when they're connected together, latency isn't an issue. They don't cause an echo effect. Sometimes with the PartyBox 320 and the PartyBox 120, since those are using Auracast, sometimes when you try to get those two to play in sync, they can create an echo. So either you have to like play and pause your music multiple times, or you just have to go through the connection process multiple times, which can be annoying. Which is, again, I've tried saying this already, but I'm not the biggest fan of Auracast. Party Boost is better. TWS is better. I think JBL needs to make their own speaker pairing protocol like Sony, where you can connect your larger box speakers with your smaller, more portable speakers. The only place where Sony dropped the ball recently is with the Alt 1. I don't know why the Alt 1 doesn't have Party Connect. Because like right now, you can actually see the Alt 1. Hold on. Oh, nope. It's right there. It's right there. You can see it. Okay, there it is. The Alt 1 is right there, right next to the Charge 5. So when I'm in the studio getting B-roll or whatever, that's the speaker that I'm actually using to like play music with. It's become my favorite. And if that thing had Party Connect, it'd be sick, but it just doesn't. You can connect two Alt 1s together, but you can't connect it to the Alt 7 or to any of JBL's, not JBL's, Sony's other box speakers. Hold on, let me just get a little bit more light. Hold on, we're just gonna get a little bit more light. What if we do it like that? Can we do it like that? Okay, great. And I got JK News Careful Boys hoodie on. Okay. How do I look? I look passable. All right. All right. Okay. Hold on. No way. Just want budget headphones for the gym that are lightweight, have a tight grip, minimal sound leakage, look aesthetic, and hopefully don't want to hear the gym music in the background. Okay, so if you're looking for a pair of budget headphones for the gym that are lightweight and a tight grip, I think right now the best option would be the Witcher 720Ns, which right here, like I mentioned earlier, I've actually used these as like my earmuffs when I'm getting sound tests in the studio. These are super comfy, large ear cups. They don't have the tightest grip, but it's firm. The only thing is that does get me worried about them is that they're durable, but like they're not like built like a tank. You get me? Like you gotta baby them a little bit. I feel, cause if you and what are the Witch 720s going for? Witch 720Ns are on sale for 88 bucks. That's good. But if you told me that budget was not a problem, hold on, I gotta go looking for these now. If you told me that budget was not a problem, okay. All right. For the gym, I'd actually recommend the Bose QCs, which are on sale for all right, so the Bose QCs are on sale for $200. It's Bose, you know, their prices, they don't go on sale as frequently, and they do like to charge a premium, especially with the Bose SoundLink Max. Do not like that speaker. It's so overpriced. Okay, it's not that I don't like the Bose SoundLink Max. It's just that it's overpriced for what it is. If the Bose SoundLink Max was on sale for, let's say, $250, $200, absolutely great buy. But the Bose SoundLink Max at $350, nah. Actually, what does the Bose SoundLink Max go for? I'm sorry, the Bose SoundLink Max has a retail price of $400. At that price, the Bose SoundLink Max is just so hard to justify, especially when you compare it with the Extreme 4, which just came out, which has that removable battery. Like, that removable battery is a huge selling point, I feel. But also, just from like a sound performance standpoint, it just gets louder and has a lot more bass than the Bose SoundLink Max. So, like Bose, they have this thing where they just overcharge for their things. But if you're looking for a pair of headphones for the gym, I think the Bose QCs are the best, except they don't have that tight fit that you're looking for. They do have a looser fit, which, personally I need because they get approved. But these do have these super space. I mean, like these ear cups are a lot more spacious. They're one of the most spacious ones out there. They're low profile, they're sleek, and they're also a lot more durable than the Witcher 720Ns. But if you get the Witcher 720Ns for the gym, they're on sale for 88 bucks. So if, let's say, they break in like 6 months, it's 80 bucks. I don't know. That's how I look at it. But if you were to spring for the Bose QCs, I think these would be a better long-term investment. Now, personally for me, I can't use headphones at the gym, like headphones. I hate when people go, "Oh, these are headphones," and then people go, "Oh, these are headphones. These are not headphones. These are earbuds." I can't use headphones at the gym just because I sweat a lot. So like my ear cups are gonna get super sweaty. They're probably gonna get water damaged after a while. So I always go earbuds. But if I had to pick headphones for the gym, these great budget options, or if you want the best ones, it's gonna be the Bose QCs because they're more durable, except they don't have that looser fit that you're looking for. I want the little bass. Oh yeah, so you already answered your question. So yeah, the Sony XM-series, great pickup. The Sennheiser HD 450 BTs. You do not want to work out with those headphones. Well, like, let me see. Are they shit? Hold on. If hold on. The Sennheiser HD 450 BTs, I have them here. Hold on, I gotta go looking for them. Hold on. Hold on. Where are they? Here they are. The HD 450 BTs, these are built like a tank. These can take a beating. However, and they have that very tight headband, that very tight clamping force that you're looking for. The issue with these is these ear pads are very small. Like this, that is very small. Not comfortable at all. But also, Sennheiser, this is the old Sennheiser before they got sold to the current company that owns them. So, you know, Sennheiser isn't what it used to be. So I would go with the XM-720Ns if you haven't done so already. All right. Okay. In your opinion, which pair should I go with? Bose QC45s or 1000 XM4s? All right. Great question. A lot of people are asking this question because this video is popping off right now. Bose QC45. Oh wait, Bose QC45s. Oh, you're asking about the previous gen. Are the Bose QCs still on sale, or are you asking about the Bose QCs? Because Bose's naming scheme right now is pretty ridiculous, especially with their soundbars. Hold on. Are the Bose QC45s even on sale? Okay, well, this is a dumb buy. Bose QC45s renewed 186. Why would I do that when I can get the new ones brand new for 200? Okay, so we're just gonna assume that you're talking about the Bose QCs right now. So hold on, I'm just gonna put this video in the chat for you so you can actually watch this. Again, it'd be great if YouTube would suggest videos instead of me having to, oh, no, wrong link. Instead of having, because like the majority of my traffic comes from the search bar. It doesn't get suggested. Doesn't get suggested. Okay, so there's that video. That video compares the Bose QCs, the latest ones, with both the XM5s and the XM4s. Now, the Bose QCs are a lot more comfortable than both the XM4s and XM5s because their ear cups are much more spacious. They're a lot deeper. They have a looser fit, which I personally really like. They also have the thing about these ear pads is that the contact surface area that comes with your skin is a lot less. So these are going to do a lot better job of staying cooler for longer. So that's going to help with, just comfort wise. These are just a lot more comfortable than both of Sony's headphones, no matter what way you cut it. However, when it comes to performance, these headphones struggle when compared to the XM4s and XM5s with battery life. And even though these block out a good amount of noise, and these are the headphones that I've been flying with a lot just because of their comfort, from a performance standpoint, when you're flying or while on the ground, both the XM5s and XM4s block out more noise than Bose's headphones because of those atmospheric pressure sensors. Now, we've already linked that video for you in the chat where you can see the ANC on the XM5s, XM4s versus Bose QC Ultra and Bose QCs while in an airplane. But those block out more noise than these while at cruising altitude because of the atmospheric pressure sensor. I know it sounds crazy, but the XM4s still block out more noise than the Bose QC Ultras and the Bose QCs while flying thanks to that atmospheric pressure sensor. So if you want comfort all day, go with the Bose QCs. But if you want performance, you want to go with either of Sony's XM4s, XM5s. Now, if you want the best performance, you go with either of Sony's headphones. If you want the better comfort, you want to go with the XM4s. These are more spacious. Their case is smaller because these do have the collapsible design. But if you want to block, but where the XM4s really fall short is their microphone for phone calls. But if you want to block out the most amount of noise, you want to go with the XM5s. These right now are top tier. And again, the atmospheric pressure sensor really works. It's not marketing fluff. We've got videos that shows them working at cruising altitude, and we compare them against these other videos, not videos, other headphones, and both the XM5s, XM4s wipe the floor. The problem with the XM5s is that these ear cups, they're a lot more shallow compared to the Bose QCs. This headband is a lot thinner, so it can't create a hot spot on top of your head after a while. And if you plan on flying, this case is too big. It looks cool, but this case is too big when compared to either the Bose QC case or the XM4 case. Like I mentioned a lot early on the stream, and surprisingly, we've already been here for an hour. Where was I? The XM4s. For the XM6s, I would love it. I would love it if we can get the XM5 performance in an XM4 body, but we're not. We've already got leaks. We already got leaks with the XM6s. The XM6s are going to have the same body as the XM5, but what I want to see is XM5 performance, XM4 body. That is right there. That is Sony's. You know, like if they do that, game over. Game over. All right. So which one would I go with if it was QC, Bose QCs or XM5s? You know, performance-wise, I would go, Bose QCs or XM4s. Performance-wise, you want to go XM4s. Comfort-wise, you want to go Bose QCs. But the XM4s are still comfortable. It's just like the Bose are just more comfortable. But the XM4s give you that good balance where you're going to get that really good performance. Will I review the Sennheiser Ascentum Plus? Maybe we'll review them during the slow season. You know, like I said, we're trying to expand. We're trying to move into like home theater stuff. I like home theater stuff. I like movies. I like TVs, and I like to bring value when it comes to like the soundbar space and the home theater space, because those videos, they're a lot harder to make. The barrier of entry for those videos is harder just because those products are a lot more expensive, and you need a lot more room to actually do those types of videos. You know, like headphone videos, earbud videos, they're easier because like they're smaller products, and they're more affordable products. So it's easier for more people to go and make those videos. But with home theater stuff, those are more difficult to get into, and I feel that people, it's going to be more meaningful to people if you're trying to make that investment. Should I buy the Sonos Arc Ultra, this $1,000 soundbar, or should I buy the Bose Smart Ultra soundbar, which is $800, which is still a lot? And so, will I get to the Sennheiser Ascentum Plus? We'll see. We're trying to focus on home theater stuff. Is the Party Box 120 any good? Party Box 120 is great. You got that removable battery. You got that light feature. It sounds good. It's portable. You know, it's a solid pickup. And if you want, you can build it out. You can get a 320. You can probably wait for the new Encore. You can probably pair it up to that. We'll see. Not internally, just sound. Enjoyable to listen to and comfort. Okay, so we're back here to the Bose QC versus Sony XM4 question. In terms of sound, then you do want to go with the Sonys, because with the Bose, they don't have as much bass. Those do lean more towards neutral. With the XM4s, those have more kick in the bass. So if you want that kick in the bass, they're not going to sound as spacious as the Bose, but if you want that kick, you do want to go with the XM4s. And right now the XM4s are on sale for $200, solid pickup. Might as well get them while you can, because like the XM6s are probably going to come out in the spring, if I had to guess. And then probably the XM4s are going to be completely phased out, which kind of makes me sad, because like I do prefer the XM4 body over the XM5. Is about to use Sonos Arc for $585. Is it better than to buy a new? I mean, okay, so I just bought a used Sonos Arc for $585. Is it worth upgrading to the new one? Like I've been trying to say in the most recent soundbar videos that we've been putting out, if your TV manufacturer makes soundbars, I think you need to look at those first-party options first. Cause like I mentioned already, right now I'm using the Sony Bravia 8 TV in my living room. That's what I got. And with the Bravia 8, if you pair it up to one of Sony's soundbars, the Bar 8, the Bar 9, the Quad, or to Sony's older soundbars, the HT-A3000, 5000, or 7000, first off, your TV's built-in speakers is going to work with your soundbar. So that's going to give you a stronger central channel, and that's going to be great for dialogue, okay? But also, directly from the TV, you're going to be able to adjust your sound settings directly from the TV. You don't have to open any apps if you don't want to. You can just grab your TV remote. Oh, I'm on Netflix. What am I going to watch? Oh, I'm on HBO. I'm going to watch Dune Prophecy Episode 2, which comes out later tonight, which I'm going to be watching. I like it. Some people are saying this is boring. I like it. You can go and just change the audio setting quickly, which is super important right now because like everything just has different mixing. So those are the benefits of going first party. And this Sony soundbar thing, it's not just Sony. If you have a Samsung TV and a Samsung soundbar, it also does that. And I do have a Samsung TV and a Samsung soundbar in a different room. And again, I've got those two paired. The TV and the soundbar, they work together. You got the menu directly on the TV. And also have an LG TV with an LG soundbar in a different room in the house. And again, those built-in speakers on the TV, they work with the soundbar to give you that stronger central channel, and you can swap your audio settings quickly. So before you look at, like, let's say Bose's soundbar or Sonos' soundbar, you gotta ask, what are my first-party options? Because, you know, like with the Sonos Arc, the previous version, it's a solid soundbar, yeah. But the main difference between the Arc and the Arc Ultra is going to be instrument separation. And, you know, if you saved yourself $500 on the Sonos Arc, what if, because like you're already asking, oh, should I get the Arc Ultra, you know, spend double? What if instead you got yourself a pair of rear satellite speakers for you? Whoa, why am I signing in onto Sonos? No, I don't do that. What if you got yourself a pair of rear satellite speakers? So hold on. Okay, so here's an idea. I'm just cooking, but hear me out. You got yourself a Sonos Arc. You got it for $585. Should you upgrade to the Sonos Arc Ultra for slightly better instrument separation? I don't think so. What if you got yourself a pair of Era 100s, right? And you need two. because right now each one is on sale for $200. So that's going to be $400. You get yourself a pair of Aero 100s, you got your rear satellite speakers. It's going to give you much better instrument separation than going for the Arc Ultra. I think that is the move right there. What do you guys think? You got yourself a Sonos. You got yourself a Sonos. Hold on, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? You got yourself a Sonos Arc. You got yourself a Sonos Arc. Got it for $585. Don't go for the Arc Ultra. Just get yourself a pair of Aero 100s. Use those as rear satellite speakers. You're gonna spend the same amount of money as the Arc Ultra, but now you have your soundbar and you have your rear satellite speakers. I think that's going to be the move right there. All right, so C-Dog, get yourself a pair of Aero 100s for your rear satellite speakers. It's going to be a lot better than the Arc Ultra. However, always before buying a soundbar, look at your first party options first. Because if you go with a third party option soundbar, then you're just, letting your TV's built-in speakers go to waste. Because like with Sony, Samsung, LG, if you get one of their soundbars, you're gonna be able to still use your TV speakers, and that's going to be give you that stronger central channel. All right. Can you connect the JBL Charge 5 with JBL Go 4 with Auracast? Last I checked, no. Only the Extreme 4 is backwards compatible right now. Hopefully they put out a software update. I might have to double check. I can't do that right now because I don't want to mess up my phone, because I'm using my phone to live stream just because I have like a janky setup. But last I checked, the Extreme 4 is backwards compatible with Auracast and Party Boost, because the Extreme 4 has Auracast. But it doesn't seem like the Go 4 or the Clip 5, even though they also have Auracast, they allow you to connect to older Party Boost speakers. All right, so what about the Soundbox 4? It is currently 20% off. Now, this is actually one of the reasons why I have this janky setup, because I can just easily lift this. Soundbox 4, right there. Soundbox is one of those speaker brands that just don't get as much as appreciation as they should. The upgrade from the Soundbox 3 to the Soundbox 4 is actually pretty big. They have a lot better instrument separation and a lot better bass. It's a lot better. It is a significantly better sounding speaker than the Soundbox 3. We do have that video here for you. Let me just put that in the chat. Soundbox 4. Hold on. And it's currently on sale for 20% off. So with the Soundbox 4 the Soundbox 4, I was supposed, well, maybe we should do it. It's just that we've just been so busy. With the Soundbox 4, let me just get back to your comments just so I don't lose you guys. With the Soundbox 4, you have PartyBox 320 size with JBL PartyBox 710 almost ultimate sound. Like that, like those things get loud. Plus they also have those removable batteries, but their batteries last a lot longer than the PartyBox 320, PartyBox 120. And Soundboxes, they're more durable. They're a lot more durable. And because like the thing about the party boxes, I love party boxes. I love the Sony Old Tower 10. They have great light features, but since they're good looking speakers, personally, like I get a little sad when I scratch them up. Now, obviously, my speakers, they're like we use them. I mean, like whenever we have get-togethers, I'm the guy that brings the speakers around, right? So like we're always moving these speakers around to get banged up and whatnot. That's why like as the videos progress, you see the wear and tear grow on these speakers. since they're good looking speakers, you get a little sad when they get banged up. Whereas with the soundbox, since it's like so rugged looking, you kind of like it to look when it's banged up. So so like yeah, with the sound boxes, they're a lot more durable. Oh, and they're a lot more waterproof as well than the party boxes and whatnot. So yeah, so if the party box is on sale for 20% off, so what it's going for $800. Sound box. Let's see. Okay, well, where is it on sale for 20% off? Because right now it doesn't seem like they're on sale, at least on their site. Hold on. Doesn't seem like Soundbox has a sale going. I mean, I just checked their website. I checked Amazon. It's not on sale. But I was kind of supposed to make a versus video between the Partybox 320 and the Soundbox 4 just because of their size. But from a sound performance standpoint, the Soundbox 4, it's more like the Partybox 710 Partybox Ultimate range. I mean, like we did a video on the Soundbox 4 where we so we did do a video on the Soundbox 4 that compares it to the Partybox 310 and the Sony XV800. And then a few months later, the Partybox 320 came out. And with the Partybox 320, like the volume and bass performance, it is a little better than the 310, but it's not like big enough to warrant another video. But we did do a video with the Soundbox 4 versus the Partybox Ultimate, and is that the Old Tower 10 or the XV900? And the Sony XV900. I mean, like the thing about sound boxes is that they're small, durable, but like volume wise, they punch above their weight class easily. All right. Review the JBL 11.1.2 soundbar. I don't know the name. Okay, so we actually did do, because I told you guys, we're trying to move into home theaters just because I feel like there's a gap in that market. JBL, so you're probably talking about the JBL Bar 800. Hold on, where are we? You know what, let me go to JBL's site because they're going to have their soundbars listed out. All right, so we've done an extensive video, not a video, series of videos on we covered the JBL Bar 300, the JBL Bar 500, and the JBL Bar 700. Okay, we covered those videos. We did those videos last year. Unfortunately, YouTube just doesn't suggest those videos because my traffic comes from the search bar. I just don't show up on the browser feature on suggested. Now you are asking about the JBL Bar 1300X. Now we didn't test the JBL Bar 1300X, but we did test the JBL Bar 700. Now, with the JBL Bar 700, that soundbar has your detachable rear satellite speakers. So you can just like charge them up on the soundbar, and then if you're going to use them, you just put them behind you. You can go through a quick calibration process, and you're gonna be good to go. Plus, you have that detachable subwoofer. Overall, JBL's soundbars, they're a great value. But when it comes to like their bass response or openness or whatnot, it's still going to be better to invest on, like, let's say the LG S95 TR, which is LG's latest top tier soundbar. which is very similar to the Bar 700, Bar 1300, except their rear satellite speakers are going to be wired to power, so you don't have to worry about the whole battery thing. But then also, if you pair it up to an LG TV, you're going to be able to use your TV's built-in speakers to help you with that center channel. Again, like I mentioned already, if you're looking at a soundbar for your TV, try to look at your first-party options first. And you know, with Sony as well, you can get a soundbar and then you can build it out with rear satellite speakers. And Sony gives you two options for your rear satellite speakers. You have your RS 300 and your RS 900s. And with the RS 500s, those also have a built-in battery if you want, so you can detach them and move them around if you want. And then if you want to add a subwoofer, you have two options as well. You have your SW5 and your you have your SW3s and your SW5s, and the rear satellite speakers for Sony's, I did mess up, it's RS3s or RS5s. However, with Sony's home theater stuff, it is a little bit more expensive. However, like I mentioned, I do have a Sony home theater and I do have an LG home theater, and you know, I use them because like I have two different living rooms and whatnot. The sound quality that comes out of Sony is noticeably better than the sound quality that comes out of LG, because with Sony you have a much better instrument separation and a lot better realism than you do with LG. Because with LG, it's not as open as Sony. Now this is something that I would need to show in a sound test. It's a lot harder, because like not just swapping out home theater, not just swapping out soundbars, but like swapping out soundbar on the front, swapping out the TV on the front, swapping out the rear satellite speakers plus the sub and whatnot, it gets a little complicated. But if your TV manufacturer doesn't make soundbars, like let's say for example you have a Hisense or you have a Vizio, even though Vizio does make soundbars, if you're considering the JBL Bar 1300 or the 700, those are really good home theaters in a box. You know, you can't go wrong with them. You know, it's gonna get the job done. However, you know, if you want to upgrade to something else, you are going to get that better instrument separation. Now, the difference between the 1300 and the 700, what is it? I mean, like I haven't been able to do research on these. Is it that they have more upward firing speakers, which does make a huge difference? It does look like they have. It kind of looks like the removable side speakers are more built out than the speakers on the 700. But it kind of looks like with the 1300, you have upward firing speakers on both the soundbar and on the detachable rear satellite speakers. But as for the subwoofer is the same, it looks like, because it is the same on the 500 and the 700. And I wouldn't be surprised if the subwoofer is the same as the 1300. All right, so, but yeah, the JBL 11.1.2, you're talking about the JBL 1300X. What about the soundbox? Okay. Your thought on the Marshall Monitor 3s? Haven't been able to get to those. Again, we're just busy. There's only so much that we can cover before you know, like when it comes to making these videos, always remember, it's always easier to just go, this thing is great, buy it. I never want to do that. You know, like that's why we always try to get the previous version. We compare we compare the new version to the previous version. So that takes more time than just getting a product, unboxing it real quick and just go, oh yeah, it's new, it's good, go buy it. So there's only so much that we can cover. And again, we're trying to move into home theater stuff, but we're still covering headphones, we're still covering speakers. And then also, again, there's a strategy. I mean, like there's an SEO strategy. You kind of got to go for the stuff that people are searching for. And unfortunately, if Marshall monitor headphones, they don't get searched as much as Bose QCs or Sony's headphones or Sonos's headphones. I mean, like, even the Sonos Ace, you know, not my favorite, especially and AirPod Max. So there's always a balance between time and honesty and SEO, what people are watching. You know, right now we're releasing this series of videos with the Sonos Arc Ultra, and those videos are doing very well because a lot of people are searching for the Sonos Arc Ultra. But I didn't cover that soundbar because I wanted the search traffic. I mean, like, I was genuinely interested. It's like, let's try out the Sonos Arc Ultra. I mean, like, the Sonos Arc has been one of the most popular soundbars on the market right now. Let's see what the Ultra has, and the Ultra has that new and improved speaker setup. And like, I mentioned this in the, hold on, let me just put this video, because I actually like this video. I like how this video came out. The Sonos Arc Ultra has, this is the Sonos Arc Ultra versus Bose Smart Ultra soundbar versus the Sony Bar 9 video. Here we go. I'm gonna throw that in the chat. Okay. The Sonos Arc Ultra has a very impressive speaker setup. It's a lot better than the speaker setup found in the Bose Smart Ultra soundbar, which is very basic because we have those, it has it has 4 frontward firing speakers, but they're clustered in the middle. And in the center of that, we've got a single tweeter. And then on the ends, we have upward firing speakers and we have those bass chambers. That's a very simple speaker setup, especially when you compare it to the Sonos Arc Ultra, which has like a mess of, it has 3, I'm doing this off the top of my head. It has 3 frontward firing tweeters. I believe it has 4 frontward firing speakers. It has, I think it has 2 tweeters that shoot out the sides. It's either tweeters or speakers. I know I'm flubbing that one. But it has 2 upward firing tweeters, and it has 2 upward firing speakers, and it has that built-in subwoofer. And that's a pretty significant upgrade from the original Bose Arc. And with the Bar 9, the Sony Bar 9, we have tweeters and speakers shooting out the front, and we have tweeters and speakers shooting out the sides. We have tweeters and speakers shooting upwards, and the Bar 9 has those built-in passive radiators. But also, in the video, we compared it to, we used the Bar 9 with a Bravia 8. So the Bravia 8's built-in speakers are helping you with that center channel. And we did that video because I wanted to demonstrate the difference between going first party or third party on your soundbar. And like I've said already, I think you should look at the at your first party options first. But in that video, you just saw, since the Bose Smart Ultra soundbar was just so basic, you can hear the instrument separation difference between these 2 larger speakers that just have larger soundbars that have much more impressive speaker setups. But yeah, could you do a review of the JBL Bar 2.0? All right, could you do a review on the JBL Bar 2.1? Well, let me see. We did the JBL Bar 3. That video came out yesterday. Did it come out yesterday? Let me see, because I do have some stuff scheduled. And yeah, that video came out yesterday. Now, the Bar 300 doesn't have an included subwoofer. It's a fully self-contained system. But you are asking about the older version that has a built-in sub, right? Hold on. Because it says that everything here is sold out. Now, let me see. You are asking for JBL Bar 2.1. Mark. It's a budget. All right, hold on. Okay, here it is. All right, so we haven't, well, it says here that it's sold out. So, now this soundbar might be, okay, what do we have? We have two, no, we have 4 racetrack drivers, 1 tweeter. Okay. Okay, so I haven't been able to test the Bar 2.1 Mark II. However, if I'm going off of experience with the JBL Bar 300, which we just released a video on yesterday, the thing about the Bar 300 is that the Bar 300 has a single front-firing tweeter, and it has your speakers in the center. I think it has 4. It has 4 front-firing speakers, and it has 2 tweeters that shoot out the sides. Even though the Bar 300 is solid and it gets the job done, the thing about the Bar 300 is that since the majority of its speakers are clustered in the middle, the instrument separation isn't as good as, let's say, the Bose Smart Soundbar, which has really good instrument separation, especially thanks to those upward-firing drivers. If we're taking that experience with the Bar 300 that we just had and take it over to this Bar 2.1, I'm willing to bet that this soundbar is not going to have as good instrument separation because it seems to have the same front-firing tweeter and quad speakers that shoot out the front. But it also looks like this Bar 2.1 does not have those tweeters that shoot out the sides. So this soundbar is probably not going to have the best instrument separation. However, it is going to have a lot more bass than the Bar 300 because it has that separate subwoofer. So this is going to be a soundbar that I'm going to say is good enough to get the job done. You're going to get volume. You're going to be able to hear what's happening. You're going to be able to feel what's happening. But are you going to get that immersion that you get with the Bose Smart Soundbar? No, you're not. So that's like my educated guess. It's not a review, it's an educated guess. Okay, just going off of the Bar 300. Because with the Bar 300, it sounds good, it just doesn't sound as open as the Sonos Beam Gen 2 or the Sony HT-S2000 or the Bose Smart Soundbar, the new 2024 version, which the only difference between that and the Bose Soundbar 600 is that it has AI. So, and we do have a video that's going to be coming out on the Bose 600, Bose Smart Soundbar, and the Bose Smart Ultra Soundbar. These new Bose names are kind of ridiculous. And in that video, which is spoilers, I think that video is going to be released tomorrow. In that video, basically, the Bose Smart Soundbar, it's a good soundbar, good mid-size soundbar, good value proposition. It's one of the few mid-size soundbars that has upward-firing speakers, so you're going to get that good instrument separation. And so it's a solid buy. But with the Bose Smart Ultra soundbar, I don't think the value proposition is there because it just doesn't have as good instrument separation as the Sonos Arc Ultra or these Sony Bar 8 or the Sony Bar 9. So Bose's mid-size speaker, great pickup. Bose's large Bose's large soundbar, it wouldn't be on the top of my list. And again, I mentioned, like I've said a few times already, if you have a TV, look at your first party options first. Because like I don't want the built-in speakers on your TV to go to waste. Because like you get a first party soundbar, you get that stronger center channel. All right, so Jordan A, can I use Sony Ultwear or XM5 while lying in bed, or will the touch control ruin the experience? No, the touch controls aren't going to ruin the experience. You're gonna be fine. I think the touch controls are only annoying, not annoying, because like the touch controls on the Sony's headphones are solid. The touch controls are only annoying when you want to like. Well, no, actually, Sony's touch controls are one of the better ones, because if you press and like if you swipe up and press and hold, it's gonna adjust. It's gonna continuously adjust the volume. You can either swipe up and hold it up. It's gonna continue to raise the volume, or if you press and then swipe down and hold it, it's gonna continuously lower the volume. You know, like it's fringe cases where like maybe you're moving your arm, it might pause your music, but other than that, like, it's not annoying. It's not a problem. What's your preference? What's your preference? Bose Quiet Comfort or Sony XM-4s? Bose Quiet Comfort if you want the best comfort. That's, I mean, like it's in the name. If you want the best comfort, Sony XM-4s if you want the better performance. I mean, like you can go earlier into the live stream. We went like on a whole rant about just like XM-4s are pretty. If it was a stock, it's undervalued. All right. I already know what I want for Black Friday. A JBL Bar 500. We did a video on the JBL Bar 500 with a multi-beam. Oh, okay, great. No, the JBL Bar, the 500, solid pickup. The 700 is also a solid pickup if your TV doesn't already have a first-party option, or if you're looking for a more affordable surround sound experience. Because Samsung and LG, they give you surround sound experience on a first-party basis. You know, like Samsung TV, Samsung soundbar, LG TV, LG soundbar. You can get a surround sound experience for an affordable price. Whereas with Sony, if you want a surround sound experience with your Sony TV, it can be a little bit more expensive, because you can get your soundbar, but then you also got to get the rears, and if you want that bass, you got to get the subwoofer separately, and that can add up a little faster than with Samsung and LG. However, the sound quality is noticeably better with Sony than it is with the LG and the Samsung. They can, because the LG and the Samsung, they just sound a lot more harsh compared to Sony's much more measured approach. And again, this is something that would have to be shown in a video. It's just that video would be a lot harder to make, because not only would we have to have an LG TV, a Samsung TV, and a Sony TV, and I have those, but then also you have to have like the sound bar and then the rears and the sub, and then like when we're gonna do the sound test, you gotta like grab everything and swap everything out, including the TV. That's gonna be very difficult. I mean, like it's doable. It's just gonna be a lot of work. I don't know. Maybe we can try it, but I would like to try it with, you know, current gen equipment, because like right now I have the Bravia 8. I'm enjoying that. I have an LG C3. I'm enjoying that. That's in a different living room. And we have a Samsung TV, but that's a lower tier Samsung TV. And it's from like 2021, I think, 2022. So I would need like an updated Samsung TV. Something we can play around with. But it is gonna be an expensive video. Okay, I have the Party Box Ultimate, and I was thinking about buying 2 Party Light sticks, but I'm not sure if they will upgrade the light, considering that the Ultimate already has the biggest light feature. Well, yeah, I mean, like the Party Box Ultimate, it has that huge light feature. With the light sticks, and you know, you're just adding ambiance. Maybe what you can do instead is just get yourself the beam, and you'll be able to cover like a larger area. And like you can have the party box in like one corner of the room and then move the beam to the other corner, or you can have the beam shooting up at the ceiling. That's what I did actually last night. It might be a better investment than the sticks if you already have the Ultimate. But like I do feel that the sticks look a lot better than the beam. I don't know. I just kind of wish that the beam was motorized. I actually don't have it because it's downstairs. Um, I was kind of expecting that the beam would either be battery powered or at least the head be motorized. But but yeah, I think if you have the Ultimate, maybe pair it with a beam instead of a stick, especially since you're thinking about getting two sticks. All right, let's see. Does does Sony quality sound so good and really? Chris, dude, we gotta go to grammar school, dude. Okay, does Sony sound quality good and really loud? Okay, I'm just gonna put this out there. If you speak Spanish or if you speak Portuguese, you can add that to the chat. You don't have. I mean, like, I appreciate you trying English, but if you need Spanish, you need Portuguese, I got you. With Sony's sound quality with the home theater setups, yeah, it is noticeably better. It's a lot more realistic. It's a lot closer to the theater experience. Whereas with LG, what I've noticed is that it's a lot more even. You know, like they try to like with Sony, the way that they do their home theater stuff is that they want the sound to be produced from the screen, and then everything comes out at you and towards you as the original director intended. Whereas with LG, it's a lot more leveled, as in everything is coming at you at the same rate. So you don't have as good as like the spatialness that you do with Sony, if that makes sense. All right. How's the sound leakage on the Watcha 720N? What makes it better than the JBL? Okay, so sound leakage on these, you know, it's pretty noticeable, especially just because these are much thinner, but these headphones are going to be a lot more comfortable than the HD 450 BTs, because the HD 450 BTs, they have a much tighter clamping force on them, but then also their ear cups are a lot smaller, whereas with these are a lot more spacious. And with the JBLs, I don't really review too many JBL headphones just because they aren't as comfortable, because like they just sit weird on my head. That's something that I've always noticed. They just sit weird on my head. All right, okay. I'm a big fan of your videos. Thank you very much, Chris. Have you heard of Memphis car audio? No. It's actually funny. I have a cousin a few months back. He asked me like, "Oh, what sound system should I get for my car?" I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I don't know. I'm just I've never gotten into like car audio. I mean, like obviously, whenever I do get a car, you know, like every time that I get it, I do try to go for like the upgraded audio, because like, you know, it's fun. You want your audio to like bump. But actually building out my own audio, never done it. Never done it. Okay. Okay. Would you recommend the Sennheiser? Would you still recommend the Sennheiser Momentum 4s? Sennheiser Momentum 4s, that's another video that is popping off right now. Hold on. So, Momentum 4. Hold on. I cannot spell. Momentum 4. All right. So the Sennheiser Momentum 4s, that is a video, that is probably that is currently the video that is getting the most amount of traction right now through the search bar, but only the search bar. I mean, if I want to be, okay, so here is this video there. Okay, so that video that I just put into the search, into the chat, is my current top performing video right now. It's getting the most amount of traction through the search bar. But even though it is right now sitting at 81.6% of views are coming from the search bar, YouTube isn't going, people are actively searching for this video. Maybe we should suggest it. Nah, I don't do that. Now, with the Sennheiser Momentum 4s, here they are. First off, one of the things that drives me crazy about these headphones is if you stand these up and oh crap. Okay, I'm gonna need you guys to let me know if my audio is still good because these might mess them up. If you stand these headphones up in their case, they're gonna turn on and they're gonna connect to your phone. Me, when I'm flying, audio is good. Keep me posted because the audio, because now that I move those Momentum 4s, it's probably gonna mess up the live stream. When I fly, I use my AirPods and my headphones. I use my AirPods while I'm walking around in the airport. You know, I'm checking in, I'm checking my bag, I'm going through customs and whatnot. I got my AirPods because I need something light, easy to go. When I'm on the airplane, that's when I use my headphones because I want to block out noise. When I have the Momentum 4s in my carry-on and I start walking around and I got my AirPods in, my music stops, or whatever I'm listening to, podcast, it stops. Because why? Because my headphones, they just turned on in my backpack because they're moving around in their case. I have been saying this since day one, hoping that Sennheiser would see the video, because like, you know, I mean, like that video, Sennheiser, the Momentum 4 versus Sony XM-5 video alone has, I think it's like 250,000 views. It's at 300,000 views plus the other Sennheiser videos. In every one of those videos, I say this case is a problem and Sennheiser still hasn't fixed it. So for that one issue, personally, I just don't recommend them because like it's annoying. However, if you're willing to look past that, if you don't care that your headphones are going to randomly turn on because they're in your case, I mean in your backpack, while they're in their case, okay, fine. From a performance standpoint, the Momentum 4s have incredible battery life. I mean, like those things are 50 hours with their ANC turned on. However, and they block out a good amount of noise. However, one of the problems with the Momentum 4s is just that I'm scared to take these out of the case because I don't want to mess up this live stream. One of the things about the Momentum 4s is... Oh, there we go. Can you guys still hear me? Because these are now connected. Can you guys hear me? I need an audio check right now. Quick. Okay. So, can you... Hold on. Actually, let me... Okay. Audio is good? Hello? Audio is good? Okay, yeah. Hello? Okay. We're still good. Okay. One of the things about the Momentum 4s that I'm not the biggest fan of are their ear cups. These ear cups, they're very soft. Now, the problem with that is that since they're soft, when you put them on your ears, the surface area increases, so these can heat up a lot faster than your Bose QCs or your Momentum 4s because of the larger surface area that comes in contact with your skin because it's collecting heat. But then also the headband on these, this is like stiff silicone. This headband can create a little bit of a hot spot as well. So from a comfort standpoint, these are not as good as the Bose QCs or Sennheiser or Sony's headphones. But from a sound quality standpoint, they sound good. They sound better than Sony's headphones and Bose's headphones. However, it's just like their comfort-wise, it just isn't as good. And then there's the problem with the case. But if you're willing to look over those issues, I mean, they're a solid buy. But hold on, we got to look at the price because I know they're on sale for like a crazy. What are they on sale for? What are they on sale for? Sennheiser Momentum 4s are on sale for $229. and that is the, well, I gotta look at the color. Okay, Sennheiser Momentum 4s. So the different colors have different sale prices. The black version are on sale for, oh no, that's renewed, hold on. Light version, is the audio good here? Just gotta double check, because the audio good here? Just gotta double check. Yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so the Momentum 4s are on sale for $229, and it looks like that is all colorways. Due to their comfort and the case issue, if you're thinking about spending $229 on your headphones, I would honestly go with the XM4s because these are on sale for $200, and these are more comfortable than the XM4s because their ear cups, they don't collect heat as easily as the Momentum 4s, and their headband is softer than the Momentum 4s. These also block out more noise than the Momentum 4s, both on ground level and at cruising altitude because of their atmospheric pressure sensor. The drawback about the XM4s is that they don't have as much battery life as the, the drawback on the XM4s is that they don't have as much battery life as the Momentum 4s, which are like 50 hours. These are good for like 30 hours. And the Momentum 4s, they do sound better than Sony's headphones. However, the Momentum 4s, they don't sound as good as the Momentum 3s, which were my babies, and they're actually retired over there in the closet. But then also, this case is huge. This case is huge. I mean, like, I do not like traveling or flying with this case just from a size standpoint, but also, like I've mentioned multiple times already, since they have the feature where when you take them out, they automatically power on, it's cool, but in practice, these are a pain in the butt, especially if you plan on flying with them. Whereas with the XM4s, this case is a lot smaller, and the same goes for the Bose QCs. And even I kind of feel the XM5 is more doable than the Momentum 4s. So, but if I had to, what I think about the Sennheiser Momentum 4s, if they're on sale for $229, I would rather go with the Sony XM4s than the Momentum 4s, unless you like really need that 50-hour battery life. But besides that, from a comfort standpoint, Sony's headphones, Bose's headphones are better. Okay. All right, right now the Bose QCs are cheaper than the Sonys. Is there a way to equalize the sound quality to make it better? If yes, what would it be? Thanks. I don't know. I mean, like Bose's headphones, they just lean towards that neutral sound signature. If you want that kick in your bass, you're gonna have to go Sony. But with the XM4s, they just don't have as much instrument separation as Bose's headphones. However, the XM5s, they do have much better instrument separation than the XM4s, but they don't have as much kick in their bass. So it's kind of like a balancing act that you got to do. Out of all of the speakers you use, which one do you use the most, or is your favorite? Out of all of the speakers that I use the most, right now, is the Alt 1 if I'm in the studio. If I'm doing like a party or something, I do like to use the PartyBox 320 because of that large light feature, and you got the wheels, and you got the handle, you got the removable battery, and I like to use it with the wireless JBL microphones. Dude, I am telling you, man, those wireless microphones that I recently got from JBL for the PartyBox 320, and they work with any speaker out there. But those wireless microphones, those things are dangerous, man. I mean, like, you give somebody a microphone, even if they can sing or not, they just love to hear themselves through the speakers. All right, so, and out of all the headphones, which one are your daily drivers? Right now, I am daily driving the Alt Wears. I like the bass, they're comfortable. For flying, it depends. If I want that comfort, I'll go with the Bose QCs. If I want the better performance, I do go with the XM4s. But you know, like, I'm in a different position because like I can like go in and just go, which one am I gonna go with? But if you can only get one pair of headphones right now, Black Friday, I think XM4s are the way to go. All right, so how big is the sound difference between the Flip 6 and Charge 5? And if you already have the Flip 6, should you upgrade? The sound, I mean, like, it's a big upgrade. I mean, like, it's just louder and it has more bass. But with the Flip 6, it does sound a little bit more tinny compared to the Charge 5. However, the Alt 1 is just a good medium between the two speakers. Like, it sounds fuller than the Flip 6, and it gets almost as loud as the Charge 5. There, right. If I were to get new noise canceling headphones, which one? Oh, okay, Oliver. I literally just said. So Oliver asked, if I were to get new noise canceling headphones, which one should I get? I think right now the best value are the Sony 1000 XM4s. I mean, like I said already, I would love to see the 1000 XM6s have the 1000 XM4 body with the 1000 XM5 performance, but unfortunately we're not gonna get that. But right now, XM4s are on sale for $200. They're comfortable. They have a small case. They block out a lot of noise. They have better battery life performance than the Bose QCs. And yeah, I think the Sony 1000 XM4s are being slept on right now. And I think you should get them before they're like completely retired once the XM6s come out. Okay. What do you think about LG's soundbar? Good bass or JBL? Okay. Do you think the LG soundbar has good bass or JBL? No, LG soundbars are good. They have good bass. The thing about LG's soundbars is that the sound comes at you more evenly than, let's say, Sony's home theater systems. I haven't been able to test Sonos's complete home theater system. Haven't been able to test a Sonos with Era 300s or Era 100s and a subwoofer setup. Haven't been able to do that. Not yet. Maybe we'll get to it. So it's like, keep in mind these home theater videos, there's a much larger gap in the market for those videos because those videos are a lot more expensive to make and they're a lot more difficult to make. But we'll see. Do you think to turn up the mic? I'm just afraid to. Hold on. Okay, mic check. Mic check. How do we do this? Well, I don't want to touch this because this is set up for. Nope. Let's not do that. Okay, hold on. You know what? Let's just leave as is. I mean, like, the reason why we're quiet is because, like, I'm a little. I mean, like, I was up all night last night, and we are now going 2 hours into the stream, and, you know, like, voice is starting to get a little raspy. All right, so Beat Studio Pro or low-key good if you're using USB-C for lossless audio in Apple Music. Oh man, you're trying to start a fight, aren't you? Hold on. I got them in here. They're over here somewhere. Hold on. All right, hold on. Wait. Oh man. Is there a good budget headphones that don't leak sound? Why are you so concerned about sound leakage? Like all headphones are gonna leak sound. I mean, the important thing is that you don't get something that's like a huge problem, like a pair of open back headphones. All right, hold on, wait. All right, here they are. Beats Studio Pro. All right. Beats Studio Pros are mid-tier at best. What are the Beats Studio? Let me just close some of these tabs out. What are the Beats Studio Pros going for? Beats Studio Pro. All right. Renewed. Okay. So, wow. Really? No. What? No. Used very, what? No, no. Hold on. What? What are the Beats? Beats Studio renewed. Why is this renewed? No, no, no. We need new. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, wow. Okay, so Beats Studio Pros are currently on sale. You can get the sandstone ones for $250, or you can get the Kim Kardashian version for their full retail price of $350. Okay. Okay, okay, so with the Beats Studio Pros, these things are just all just marketing. And quite honestly, anytime that I see somebody with a pair of Beats Studio Pros, I kind of feel the same way when I see somebody with a Maserati. I just think, oh wow, you hate money, because listen, with the Beats Studio Pros, we're just gonna do this from a we're gonna take this slowly from a build quality standpoint. Okay, these things are a lot flimsier. But also from a comfort standpoint. This headband, there's not a lot of padding here. These ear cups, they don't pivot or swivel too much. So the minimal padding on this headband here is gonna create a hot spot on your head a lot faster than, let's say, the XM4s, which have a lot more padding here, or the Bose QCs, which have more padding than the XM4s, or the old to wear, which have more padding than the XM4s as well. Okay, so this headband is going to create a hotspot. Plus, since this is silicone, right, this is going to be sticky, and it's going to like stick to your head, right? And if you have hair, it's even more annoying. And then, like I just mentioned, these ear cups, they don't pivot or swivel as much. So unless you don't have like that exact head that Beats was designing for, they're not going to feel as comfortable as, let's say, the old to wear, which these ear cups, they pivot a lot more and they swivel a lot more. So these are going to fit a lot more comfortable than the Beats. These are going to be able to fit more head shapes, more head types. Okay. But then there's also the ear cups. These ear cups are very shallow. So if you have your ears and they're gonna get pushed down like this, okay? When that happens, after a while, this does get tender, it gets annoying. Whereas with the XM4s, these are more spacious and they're not gonna push down on your ears. Then there are the old to wear, which are more spacious than the XM4s, so they're not gonna push down on your ears. And then there are the Bose QCs, which are even more spacious, all right? So just from a comfort standpoint, even if I have these for free, well, like, I bought these. Apple, trust me, Apple did not send these out. But I'm just saying from like, I did buy these. But even if I got these for free, I wouldn't want to wear them. Like if somebody gave them to me as a gift, as somebody gives me as a Christmas gift or a birthday present, right? I'm not gonna want to wear them because they're not as comfortable, okay? So that's just from a body standpoint. From a performance standpoint, yes, these sound good. They have good bass. They sound good with or without that wired connection. But their active noise cancellation, these have a price point of $350. And if Apple is feeling generous, they'll give them to you for $250, right? But these block out just a little bit more noise than these, which right now they're on sale for $88, and they have a retail price of $150, but they always like to go on sale for like $130, right? So these block out No, no, I'm sorry. These block out just a little bit more noise than these, but these block out less noise than the old to wear. And the old to wear, these have a retail price of $200, and right now they're on sale for $150. Or if we were to go apples to apples, price point wise, these $350 retail or these $350 retail are gonna block out way more noise than these. And right now, that is Black Friday. These are on sale for $250, but these are currently on sale for $200, and these are on sale for $200 as well. They block out way more noise than the Beats. I mean, like, for me, it's just like, if you're a subscriber, stay away from the Beats Studio Pro. I mean, like, it's just not a good value proposition. I mean, like, you're just not getting as good performance or comfort that you can with these other headphones out there. With the Beats, it's just style. I mean, like, it's just, oh, I saw LeBron wearing them, I'm gonna get them. I would not recommend the Beats Studio Pro. And I also think it's crazy that, like, because I bought them when they came out, $350, and then a month later Apple drops the price to $250. So it's like they went, oh, we're gonna let people get hype about them, buy them real quick. Okay, great. We got the first batch of suckers. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and lower the price. So yeah. So I mean, like, for me, the Beats Studio Pro, I just can't recommend them. And I keep them in the studio, and I produce videos on them so that people can see, like, hey, maybe don't get those Beats Studio Pro. Yeah, your friends have them, but let me show you something better. And, like, you know, we did the versus video for the Beats Studio Pro. We did it for Sony, and we compared the Beats Studio Pro. Let me look at this. Beats. What time is it? It's 4:24. It's already nighttime. Okay. So we did the Beats Studio Pro review. We did the Beats Studio Pro versus the XM4s, XM5s. We did it versus the QC45s and the NC700s. We compared the Beats Studio Pros to the WatchS 720Ns and the XB910Ns. And yeah, like, it's just hard to justify the Beats Studio Pros. Like at $250, I still can't recommend them. The Beats Studio Pros, I don't think there's a price point that I can recommend them at, honestly. Like, because like I just said, like, even like, I would rather have the WatchS 720Ns over the Beats Studio Pros. I mean, like, for me, it's just a hard no. It's just no. All right, so sorry, Dad. I hope you're not mad. So Oliver says that his favorite speaker is probably the Sony Ultifield 1 or the Sony XG300. Which one do you like more? The Ult 1 with the XG300, I don't know, I just always felt that it sounded very shallow. It actually sounds very similar to the Bose SoundLink Max. But, like, now, with this new generation of speakers that Sony is putting out, they just sound a lot more balanced now. So I really like the direction that they're going in. All right, so how are the HD450 BTs for sound leakage? I mean, the HD450 BTs, they have, one of the things about the HD450 BTs is that they're built like a tank. They're extremely durable. But the HD450 BTs have the same problem as the Beats Studio Pros. They're not as comfortable. They have a tight fit. They have very small ear cups. So, I don't know. I just feel that comfort is perhaps the most important thing for headphones, it's always number one, and then everything else comes next. So I mean, like, I see that you're very concerned about sound leakage. I mean, like, do you work somewhere where you can't have any sound or any? I mean, like, headphones are always going to leak sound. But with the HD 450 BTs, I mean, like, just yeah, they're just not super comfortable. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, they have very thick casing, so they might not leak as much sound as the Watch 720Ns, but they're not as comfortable. So just keep that in mind. JBL Extreme 4 is my favorite by far. I'm picking up one tomorrow for 180. The Extreme 4 is on sale for 180? Hold on. Where are you gonna pick up your Extreme 4 for 180? We're talking about the right. For one, how are you gonna get that for 180? Because like right now it's on sale for 300. It's down from 380. But I don't get how you're gonna get it to 180. Some people think that a lot of sound bar sound the same. I like. Well, hold on, Chris. Weren't you asking? Were you asking about? You were asking about the Harvey Norman NZ. Oh, okay. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call that a wrap. Like right now, my voice is like super raspy. But we could try this out again later this week. If you have any questions for any like advice that you might have concerning like what deals to take advantage of right now or not, I really do think that the if you're looking for headphones, the XM4s are a solid pickup. Even though yeah they're older, they hold up very well. Um, but yeah, see you guys later. How do we do this? I don't know. I'm just